We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Royal. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They go play action here. Purdy. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Niners at 7-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they just held them to a field goal. So to them, that was an almost complete performance because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Up the middle they go. Sampson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throwing here, Purdy. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
They keep it with Smith on first down. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Mavericks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the gun on third down, Sykes. That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And down it goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Go! Back to 60, back to 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Stevens. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
118, what's up?
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw here. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 12. Operating from the gun, Sykes. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Sykes. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49-yard touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later. On
second down, here's Smith again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sykes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just shutting him off there. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Sampson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dylan Sampson. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. And discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Sykes. Guy's man, Dell. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the set, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Harris, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 28, Rams 3.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Saints. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. A little juke. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Smith. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
1 yard and now no yards have them looking up at a 3rd-and-9 situation.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Get set. Ready, up.
Run on 1st down. Sampson. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Outside. Ready, watch out. Stop.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Sampson will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 35, Rams 3.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores. How are they going to have to put it in the air?
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Sykes. Pass complete there to Nakua. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis. So down the numbers. There he goes. 129 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Outside. 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Start.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, here's Smith again.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 13, watch out. Stop.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Get set, get set. 22, watch out. Stop.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is